Hello, this is OverlordBou, back with another ship review video, and today we'll be looking at the new Tier 5 Pan-American battleship, the Rio de Janeiro. Now, the Rio will be released on Monday, September 15th, available for 5,300 doubloons, or $22, or 53,000 coal. So you can get this ship for coal if you wish. Now, as always, I'll be going over my recommended captain build, module setup, followed by the ship stats, and finally, I'll give my thoughts about her performance overall. One thing to know about this ship is that if you have the special camo, one I have on right now, you do get a special horn, which will be shown in the full. It'll be shown in its full at the end of today's video. Now, I'll let you guys make your own opinion if you want to get the ship or not, and I'll, throughout this video, you guys can decide for yourself. At the very end, I'll give my personal opinion on the ship. So let's move on from that. First up, let's talk about the captain build and upgrade shown on the top right. There's nothing really exciting. It's more of a standard battleship build, module build with the tank build. Nothing really out of the ordinary here, pretty standard here. Now let's talk about the ship stats, starting with the armor and survivability. The armor will be shown on the top right. It has a 19mm bow/stern with a 38mm deck armor. It has 152mm casemate armor with a 102mm icebreaker bow. It has a 48,400 HP pool. It does have a waterline citadel with a 15% torpedo protection. Like the Agnicore, Rio is reasonably well protected, with a waterline citadel and good deck armor makes her tough to kill. She even gets a small icebreaker bow, though she shouldn't bow tank due to her lack of guns pointed at the bow, of course, as you'll see, as you can see throughout this video. Now, next is her main guns. The main armament is 7.2 305mm 40/45 guns with a 16.1 kilometer range, with a 31-second base reload. Has a 60-second 180 turret traverse. It can fire 34 degrees off the bow and 37 degrees off of the stern. With a 53, now the damage is going to be 5,300 damage for the HE shells with a 76mm HE pen and a 32% fire chance, with an 8,100 AP shell damage and 21mm overmatch with a 45 through 60 degree ricochet angle. Now it does have a normal battleship accuracy with a 1.7 sigma. Now the dispersion will be shown on the top right. Now the Rio is a turret farm sporting 14 guns and 7 turrets. Her heavy broadside and surprisingly decent accuracy will devastate any unlucky broadside ship. The only problem is her slow turret diverse, sometimes unable to react to threats in time. Moving on, let's talk about her secondaries. Now for the secondary army, you get eight 152mm 45 guns with 10 76mm/50 guns. Now they do have a range of 4.3 kilometers. It has a normal secondary dispersion, aka terrible. Unlike her sister ship Agnicore, the Rio does not get improved secondaries. She is meant to be a main gun focused BB, so do not invest into her secondaries. Leave that for her sister ship. Normally, I would cover her AA, but seeing as Rio has no anti-air at all, CVs can torture her without losing planes. So, the just dodge mechanic is going to come into effect for this one, so enjoy. As for her anti-submarine capabilities, you do get depth charge airstrikes with a maximum 2 charges. Number of depth charges per attack is 2. The damage is 2,300 per depth charge. It has a reload of 37 seconds, a range of 6 kilometers. Now, the Rio's ASW is average for a BB. It's better than the surface ships, who must pass over subs to inflict damage. Let's cover her maneuverability now. Well, the max speed of the ship is 22 knots, with a 670-meter turning radius and a 13.4 second rudder shift. Now, while Rio is a slow BB, she is not bad compared to many other slow BBs at tier 5. Her ability is mediocre overall, but still enough to react to threats. Up next is her concealment. Now, her concealed surface detection is 14.3 kilometers base and an area of 10.5 kilometer base. Now, the best detection is 12.9 kilometers and 9.4 kilometers air detection. Rio has an average concealment for a BB, though concealment is less important at lower tiers. Finally, here is the consumables available to Rio. It has a standard BB damage control party with a 15-second immunity period and an 80-second reload time. The standard BB repair party, which is a 14% base repair over 28 seconds and an 80-second reload time. Typical consumable loadout for a low tier BB, just repair party and DCP. Finally, let's go over the ship's performance and my recommendations. Overall impressions, it has a skill floor that's pretty low and a skill ceiling that's low. The randoms above average. Rio is a tier 5 Pan American battleship, notable for having a massive broadside salvo for her tier. Unlike other BBs with big broadside salvos, she doesn't come with the slow reload or poor accuracy issues. Her awkward turret farm layout and slow turret traverse can be a problem, but is well worth devastating strike medals. Otherwise, Rio plays similarly to the US Dreadnought BBs. Overall, Rio is about above average for performance. Though not unique for gameplay, most players won't have a high-level captain ready for Rio, but thankfully, she doesn't need much to work. Still, she can be a fun ship for her funny 14-gun broadsides. Now, to go off of this, the ship is a coal ship. You can get it for 53,000 coal. And if you want to buy it for doubloons, 5,300 doubloons if you're interested in that. Now, since this is a coal ship, we haven't gotten many low-tier coal ships in a while. So I would, and especially since it's a Pan-American ship, there's sooner or later in the future, there's probably going to be a Pan-American line coming out sooner or later. So this could be a good ship as a crew trainer, but overall, I'd say the ship is about average. It's definitely with no anti-air. You're definitely screwed. Okay, so you try playing this ship and you get into a match with CVs, you're pretty much done. You're done. You just gotta dodge. That's all you can do. So again, with that in mind, it's gonna, like, if you have the coal laying around, sure, but there's definitely other options for coal. But there isn't that many tier 5s that are coal that are decent. But this ship is good if there's no CVs or you're not being targeted. The guns are decent. Throughout this match, though, I did make a lot of mistakes, so I do apologize for the gameplay. There were some salvos that I should have hit, but I didn't. That's more of me just being a dum-dum and having a bad day playing. But yeah, that is going to be it. If you guys have any questions or concerns, definitely know in the comments down below. I will let the replay play out, so and at the end of the video I will show the horn through its whole play out so you guys can see that. But yep, I will I will talk to you guys later. Thank y'all for your continued support as always. But yeah, talk to you guys later. Appreciate you guys. And remember, this ship will be available on September 5th on Monday. But yep, laters.
Alarme de incêndio.